Hey, this is Tyler.
This is Carter.
You got some booze you want us to try?
We're gonna try some booze.
Y'all ready for some shit?
In your face!
Booze Tryalls!
Honk honk. Tyler, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? You seem like you're out of sorts.
Delirious?
I'm not a doctor. I don't know how to cure that. But
Okay.
But what we do have is another beer for our.
We do have another beer. The bottle is pretty interesting right off the bat.
What's it called?
It's called Delirium. What? Okay. All right. I'll get it closer to the camera. It's called Delirium Tremens. Now, I saw the name of it alone. I'm looking at the bottle and really digging this design. It's got pink elephants on it. It's got crocodiles in sunglasses or alligators in sunglasses dancing around. And it's also got dragons bouncing on balls. So, Dragon Ball Z. So, sorry, that was
For
stupid.
you anime nerds.
Yeah, that was kind of stupid. But Delirium Tremens is...
Yeah.
Delirium Tremens, I thought it was weird that they had an alcoholic beverage called Delirium Tremens, whether it be a beer or a liquor, because Delirium Tremens is basically a disease caused by heavy alcoholism, where the thiamine is depleted from your brain and it causes delusions and hallucinations, hence the pink elephants that you see and the wackadoo stuff you see on this bottle. In Russia, as a matter of fact, they actually have such a problem with the people getting too drunk and having these delusions that their government actually has inserted thiamine into the vodka to combat the loss of thiamine in people's brains. So, it's kind of an odd thing. So, like, if you ever see a homeless guy on the street or whatever that just has, like, just hallucinating and shit, he probably has delirium tremens, and it's a real serious thing that fucking sucks. But anyway, I thought it was odd that there was a beer called Delirium Tremens, so that's why I bought this.
Also, yeah, the labels are really cool, but the thing that really I love about this bottle is that, and I can't tell, this is glass. They shellacked they put like a coat of this crazy like.
It looks like cookies and cream paint or something.
I was thinking more of just like concrete.
Yeah, it looks like concrete, or it looks like somebody took cookies and cream paint.
But also, like, I wanted to do this episode really bad because it's just like pink elephants on parade. Dumbo's a scary ass movie, so we're gonna see if this is a scary ass beer.
They have two versions of this. There's the Delirium Tremens, which we have, and another one they call Delirium Nocturnum. Basically, these are Belgian-style beers. This one's the regular version, and the Nocturnum is the dark version. And so, the last thing you, of course, will want to know, most people do because this was actually listed on here, it's made in Belgium, so it's a Belgian style, and it's 8.5% alcohol by volume. So this is going to be a bit of a heavier beer, I think. Or maybe perhaps they did a good job on the taste. Neither one of us have tried this, by the way. I only discovered this myself a couple days ago. So this should be interesting. The head's... Okay, it's not going up too much, but yeah.
It's giving a little bit of foam.
It is giving a little bit of foam, so... I'm going to give you that first, phony. Pour it. Whoa.
Asshole.
I barely did anything. I didn't mean to.
You poured it wrong.
I definitely poured that wrong, obviously. How was I supposed to know how to pour this? I've never had that before.
Why don't you tilt your glass when you pour it, dumbass?
Why don't you shut your fucking face?
Dummy butt.
Before I give you Delirium Tremens.
Why don't you learn how to pour? Fucking sassafras.
I'll sassafras your ass.
You typewriter.
Well, it doesn't seem to be a real heavy Belgian beer from the look of it.
No, it's very...
And the head even seems really light for a
Belgian. That smells like a Belgian beer, man.
It does smell like a Belgian beer, though?
It's got that sweetbread Belgian-y smell.
Yep, kind of the slightly sourdough sort of taste or smell that Belgian beers tend to have, yeah. So, there's no question this is a Belgian beer. So, I mean, even if we didn't know already that it was a Belgian beer, there would be no question as to whether or not this was a Belgian beer from smelling it.
Straight up says Belgian.
Yeah, like I said, if we didn't know. already, and somebody just poured this and handed it to us without telling us what it was.
I'd be like, that's
we would still know it was a Belgian beer from the smell.
Crazy ass bottle.
So, yeah, it's a pretty interesting bottle though, and this is one of those bottles I'm gonna keep because it's cool looking. All right, so you want to try to give a more detailed whiff, or you think
it just smells like a Belgian beer to me. I don't know what.
Yeah, it doesn't smell real heavy like some of the more traditional heavy style. Like compared to the Roquefort 10, for example, this is definitely on the lighter side. For sure.
There's no characteristic about this beer that doesn't stand out to me.
Yeah,
outside the realm,
it's kind of closer to a Lef, I think.
I would say it's a little
not even that heavy.
I would say the smell's a bit heavier than a Lef because it smells to me more like a bomber style Belgian, like something like Omegon would do, or like a monk style beer. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to get more of a smell, but my sniffer's just.
I
just have blockage right now.
There's nothing. I mean, as I keep sticking my nose in the beer, it starts to smell more sour, and I don't know if that's going to be reflective in the taste or not.
So, shall we find out? Right? Don't look like your head died down, so.
Never does.
That's very similar to a Lef in the taste, I think.
It is. Yeah. Not too heavy, not too light.
Yeah. It's got a very nice crispness to it, for sure.
I get a smoothness out of it, really.
Yeah. It's got a smoothness, but a crispness at the same time.
I don't get a crispness. There's nothing crisp about it, to me. But that doesn't deter me from drinking more.
Yeah. I really like this, actually. Pretty damn delicious. I don't know though. I mean, this definitely costed more than a Lef 6-pack would. So, I mean, would I get this again? I'm not really sure.
How much did it cost?
It retailed at $16 and some change for a 4-pack of this right here.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but a 6-pack of Lef is basically like $9.99. So, and to me, this is very similar to a Lef. I mean, again, it's a cool beer, by all means. They actually have bomber styles of this, so, I mean, if you ever want to get a cool bottle, see if they have singles of this size or get a bomber so you can have a cool bottle if you're a bottle collector. I'm a bottle collector, so like I said, I'm definitely keeping a bottle for my sake of collecting it. It's a pretty tasty beer. I really like this. It's been a while since I had a good Belgian-style beer, I think, and I'm enjoying this quite thoroughly.
This is actually a Belgian... This is probably the first Belgian style we've had on the show that's actually Belgian.
No, we had those Roqueforts.
Oh, yeah.
Those were actually Belgian.
Yeah, we've been doing these so much we don't even remember what we drank.
I don't know. I mean, if we're doing short episodes, we can go ahead and maybe make a series out of it. I mean, we just won't drown them with the hour, half an hour shows.
Which is why we've only been doing one beer at a time here, this run.
Which if we don't quit fucking rambling.
Like a Belgian.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Yeah. It's got a bit of a heaviness to it, but not too bad. It's I'm trying to think of what foods I would pair this with. I would definitely have this with a nice chicken dinner.
I would have it. You know those cans of cookies you get at Christmas time?
You would have this with cookies?
Yeah. Straight up.
I don't know.
To
me, this and sweet foods wouldn't really pair too well. To me, but that's.
I would get a bunch of those Dutch ass cookies in those tins, and just drink beer and eat cookies like a drunk Santa Claus.
The one cool thing about doing these one beer at a time, though, is that we can actually finish the bottles instead of. God damn, I'm sorry.
Why do you hate me? Why do you fucking do this to my glass?
because it's funny to see you suffer.
I am gonna punk you. I don't know how.
So he thinks.
I don't know how, but I will. And it'll be great. But in the meantime...
About the only way I can think of that you would be able to punk me, really, is by, making me drink something that didn't have a label, like we were talking about before. No. Or, doing an infusion and straining out the actual thing you're infusing with and telling me it's something else. That'd be about the main thing I could think of, and
That's not a bad idea, but that's not what I was thinking.
Maybe I shouldn't have told you that, because now you're gonna fuck with me later on. I'm gonna be like,
you're gonna be.
oh, you infused a fucking liquor with a T-bone steak, you son of a bitch.
You wouldn't turn that down.
I actually.
You fucking fatty. You're like, ooh, well, we have the whole bottle. It's like going to Sizzler. Only drink.
That hurts my feelings.
You would drink the T-bone steak to vodka. Although the joke is going to be on me because I'm going to have to figure out how to do that and not make it suck.
Yeah, it's gonna
or make it suck. I don't know.
It's gonna take a while. I don't know. My attempt at punking you backfired, so if it makes you feel any better, my attempt didn't work. So
I'll figure it out. But in the meantime,
definitely. I will say if you want a cool looking bottle and you want something different, this is awesome. However, for those that are trying to get the same type of taste for less money, Leffe, Leffe, is definitely a better option for cheaper to try out. Or I wouldn't say a better option, but like I said, it's about the same taste as a Leffe, but Leffe is cheaper. So it's an interesting beer. It's a lovely idea, and I'm glad we did it. So.
Yay!
Yay!
All right.